Raga's odds over at 1xbet looking strong. I'm liking this. Bright yellow, Frey. Look at this. They're a lot easier to see.
Yeah.
The Spec and Raga opening kills are theirs. The spam from HiGHLiGHTS not going to connect. And now it's Minio and Key, 2 versus 5. The banana silhouettes just flood the B site, and I don't think there's any way out of it. Minio gonna have his head taken off as well by Raga. Last man for the show, Key is removed, and I tell you what,
they don't. However, now as you said, it's just the first gun round. This is where it all matters, and HiGHLiGHTS off to a fantastic.
him out, but he actually gets away before they even start shooting at him. I don't know the communication there. Clearly not amazing, but Raga is able to when someone walks by. And hello, thank you very much. Key would have been saying had he have just hit his head, but instead. Needs to find all three in an ideal world. The Molotov will set him back some, but he's able to stick around and linger just a little bit to find the opening frag. Spots out the second man as well. A dink onto Adam, but the AK does one better than one. Nexus feel pretty comfy on T-Side Barrage Freddy. You know, that's 4 rounds. I know it's not everything to go by, but...
Or he just doesn't take, he just takes contact. Yeah, this is actually a bit of a messy round. That's a nice bait and switch, actually. Minio, that's a good first kill, and that's an even better second kill. These connector players doing a lot of...
Certainly, Adam S gonna find one. Minio in behind, drops another though. Not looking great. What will happen? A little bit of cash in the pockets here for the Romanian side, but still a lot of work to be done, especially when Goofy finds Raga. It is just Adam S left. And the flash to try and introduce him back into the site. Kylar, patient towards CT. Yeah. Oh, but off to a great start in response. Nexus opened things up. Raga opening the scorecard. Smek another Moto, the third. And 9. It was a triple stack. Kylar moving in towards B. Should have heard his molly tick. But he overextends, so maybe he didn't. Moto just waits for it.
Out very, well, early that is. It's going to come out very nicely. Minio, the IGL here, in towards ramp. Sees the first, sees the second. Gets 2, but the third will trade him out. Very necessary. Putting it back to a 3 versus 3. However, I was going to say, however, BTN coming through connector, but on a 6pence, Kai swivels and snaps his head off. However, 2 players coming from 2 pronged.
Who's going to find who? What's going to happen? Ramp acceleration.
Ooh.
The flank caught out. Now it's just the front runner, Mr. HiGHLiGHTS. Quite game so far. Big green in hand. No kit means 10-second defuse. Wants to tap it. Wants to bait out a fight. Wants to see who's going to go swinging. And he will indeed deliver. Finds the first. HiGHLiGHTS, of course. 1v2. No denying Nexus.
But now looking at this round, you've got a very early connector play from Nexus. A lot of pressure being put on from both a Molotov. They did lose the round, so this time I'm going to see if they can try hold on to it. And a peak like that is not ideal.
Not pretty now. 9 are starting to show what's up. Starting to actually prevail, right? I think is the easy way of putting it. They are definitely starting to own it a little bit more. Do the exact same again. Misses again. Not ideal. There we have
This is when it starts getting like really important. When 9 are getting consistent gun rounds out. When 9 are starting to heat up the pressure. And that's already just a great... And then try to shift how they played. And so it's really good to see him playing on a roster where he supplements it quite nicely. However, this is when he has to go quite nuclear, right? His teammate on short has fallen. He equally does fall, but Kyler is doing so much damage and is also staying alive. Now, that's the important part. He gets the frag, stays alive, and is able to deal with the players. And allow
they're going to be thinking, well, you know, like they're going to have a little bit of it, but the problem is like it's so much more than you'd think. Key, very nice opening frag.
Goofy just being baited in. The bomb gets tapped, and Minio's in close rotation. Goofy reveals himself at the best possible time, but he's only able to get the first. HiGHLiGHTS gets a second.
Work to be done. Then again for 9 as well. HiGHLiGHTS is starting to stick. The only man without a kit is starting to stick the bomb. No one expecting the Tetris push. They've got about 7 seconds to find the kills. There's the first. They know where Adam S is. Kylar's going to try and jump on the bomb. I don't think there's enough time either way. It's going to be close. He continues to stick, but Adam S wins them both out. We'll find the first
kills, but they also got a little bit lucky with them with the fact that 9 almost just gifted that on to them on a silver platter. However, they do not want to make that
really sick though.
Get him. I'm liking this.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Wait, what?
How Minio didn't get a kill and his teammate of Key finds one and trades out, I will never know. I will never, ever know. And, well, that's looking pretty decent. Minio finding Adam S. 4 versus 3, make it 2. Goofy finding Smek out towards connecting. if they win this round, they probably think the Nine's economy is busted. That's a sick shot from HiGHLiGHTS. And also, like, they don't really have the facilities to be able to eco here and make an improvement on the buy just because the loss bonus has been so reduced. So, I don't know. We'll find out if it's going to pay off or not. I mean, it's ended in a 4 versus 4. The initial engagements leaving neither side in favor. Goofy finding AdamS. The bomb carrier gone. Goofy a second. Switches out to an AK. Doesn't quite spot Ragger in his peripheral vision.
HiGHLiGHTS is locked down towards Smek. He's holding that player. And it just all comes down to this interaction here. It comes down to, can Kyler win out on Ragger? He does. So I think it's going to be very difficult. But Smek, he lands the instant headshot and then repositions nicely for the second.
Freddy, once that we were gonna clown, works out. But the start for HiGHLiGHTS even better in this one. Yet again, the AWP
going towards short. However, if this top connector smoke fades and he swings aggressively, he could get a first. But Modo elevating his position, gets the first. Ragger at range gets a second. The time running out and no kit. They're going to have to hurry up here, 9.
Modo finding one. Not looking good now, is it? 2 versus 4. Smoke starts to fade. Kylar finds one. Traded out by Modo. Just the AWP of HiGHLiGHTS left. The bomb way too far gone. And while he sees the gun barrel of one, it's Ragger that sideswipes him.
Getting in their face there. Very nicely done indeed. That's a good half to be winning out for Nexus. Wow. And that's a really good start to the pistol round though for 9. AdamS, the second line of opponents. And he won't find any success. 2 T-side rounds that have gone quite flawlessly towards the B bomb site. And my God, is that a shot and a half from HiGHLiGHTS. They might catch off 2 players and the bomb.
Oh, Smek does find the first. HiGHLiGHTS trades out. HiGHLiGHTS with the double. That is such an important set of frags to be getting there, Freddy. If they didn't get that, if it went the other way, it would have been so... from a scenario like this as well, this just gets very, very tricky. And as you can see...
Oh my
continuing
God.
to be the game of 9 right now, but low HP. HiGHLiGHTS closes him down. Look at the HP bars left for 9. That, you know, 9 aren't 100% switched on or what have you. But they've done brilliantly at the start of this second half, right? Certainly looking sharp, looking on cue, on point. In this round, right? Like Nexus having USPs. I don't know how they're putting up so much of a fight, but they are indeed delivering.
In the first half, but to Nexus when they're on the T side of losing quite a few players on this eco. Yeah, and the AK is going to get one more. BTN, fairly good. He usually gets a second. K is the only player
that can't let slip. A good start. Key going to find Smek. The 5 versus 4 now make it 3. A massive, massive over. So much to be done. Bomb, no doubt about it, will go down. And this is one of those that you look at and you wonder, like Nexus
completely rattled over towards that A bomb site, and saving players here is actually very useful. Ready.
Yeah.
He wants to kick Modo out of the B bomb site. The rent is due, and K is going to come and collect it. Great game,
Ryan. Really good map 1. Goofy as well, 14 frags, 11 for Kylar and Key. Like the kill just any push towards site from the jungle smoke and still taking tags for it. HiGHLiGHTS finding one. The MP9 will trade up close and personal, and no one quite knows what to do because advantages
out by AdamS, who's in underpass. Kyler isn't going to clear him, and yeah, very nice reposition from the Romanian.
We'd love to see a scenario like this, right? Where actually, you know, Nexus are able to put up a bit more of a fight. CT side didn't start amazingly, and unfortunately in this round, it's more of the same. Key finding the opener with the AK. AdamS doing one better. We'll find the trade. A 4 versus 4. The AWP in a good position. HiGHLiGHTS will neutralize. Minio trades out. It's all 1-for-1s across the board. Dream to try and tie things up.
Ragger's going to be the first contact onto HiGHLiGHTS, and what a shot there. Minio, the IGL. He's proved his worth in gold so far. This 1v2 would be monumental for them, and he falls at the first hurdle. AdamS just double stuck up with BTN, and you've also got extremities being pushed towards the B bomb site. That's the bomb down. Oh, that's huge. Apartments is on lock. The bomb's down. Minio was going to get help from Goofy, but it happened like a little bit too late. However, because there was pressure over towards, and even though they had the man advantage and the bomb in their grasps, this round's actually been reset slightly. However, I was thinking BTN had to reposition because Modo comes and rotates towards CT. That's a lovely reposition over towards middle, and the advantage further being put in favor for Nexus. 13 is on the cards for them unless Goofy does the unthinkable.
1v4 for the big man. Going to be difficult, as you say. Fair play. Let's find the first. 3 more to go, though. And he walks into the guillotine of the second Nexus. Very, very big issue, I guess. For
That's
them.
it.
That's a great start. That's the HiGHLiGHTS, the
Something out of the bomb site, and now they're going to start throwing utility. I was just waiting for, are they actually going to throw Modo away, or are they just going to let him continuously peek over the smoke? The power space we spotted out. Oh, he gets the timing shot. K falls. However, HiGHLiGHTS back on it. He wants to put his ticking down the time. A single flashbang left on Goofy, and he's not going to be able to use it in time to save his teammate HiGHLiGHTS alongside Goofy. They have to pop off, and they will do so. Three quick clear.
That is a really good start for 9. Oh, Goofy! Adjustment is sublime. BTN caught out, caught off guard, caught lacking. Molly goes deep in. Kylar finding Adam S. Down to 3, nearly 2, but at least they know the position of Modo. Can't afford to reface here. Kai's actually going to go down. Smek's caught him off. 3 versus 3. Don't quite know how this has turned into this scenario. But it's decent. Minio finding Smek, Modo trading out onto Kylar. 2 versus...
I actually back this play. Like, it's actually a very nice play. But it might not matter because Hayes is just going to continue killing all of them. Flashbang, the last one shall be propelled. It will not affect him. That Molotov's going to kill Minio. He gets the bomb down just as he dies, though. AWP versus Banks perfectly. He actually blinds himself. Hayes unblind, doesn't get affected, and Modo jumping around like a madman.
Lands something like this. Nexus are playing a brilliant game of Counter-Strike right now, and it starts off well for Modo. Nearly finding a second, jump through the smoke. He's going to find it. Tries to find the player towards site as well. Massive damage. HiGHLiGHTS trying to close the threat, but RMS will open things back up. It's a 9 disadvantage. Minio will find the jump to the jungle player. It's a 3v3 now. But
gambling towards the A bomb site correctly majority of rounds, and a big part of it is the aggression towards one of the extremities, and that is the B bomb site. Raga is in apartments. They might not know about him. And okay, with 9 HP, a gift from God there. But I think this should be round over. As I was saying, Raga, who's in apartments, how has he not got that kill? He whiffed a spray, and now the IGL, who I've been so I've been so negative upon his fragging abilities, just 1v2s in front of us. He wins it out for his team, and as some might bash him,
it's a pretty difficult one to try and dismiss because the 9 side, well, they're just trying to get in the faces here. Ooh. A brilliant flashbang from Goofy does blind up everyone, but enemy included, and it allows Minio to find the entry. Good trade out. Smek going to find HiGHLiGHTS as well. 4v3 numbers game in favor of Nexus.
Yeah, huge as well. That's the flank being eliminated for 9. HiGHLiGHTS was going to be their linchpin in this round, but it might actually not be necessary. They know where both players are now, and they're trying to put the duel onto Modo. He's going to fall, and now Smek is the time ticking away, and no one giving him any duels. They are just baiting him in, and 9, that's a big first.
The Force Spy is better. Like, I know situationally it's different, but like in this very context, do you think Nexus should have gone for the Force Spy?
I feel like they should, because I think especially on Overpass, actually. Overpass is a really strong CT side.
Second round, and I mean, look, Nexus, sure, you've got your smoke towards Monster, you've done the bare minimum, but look what you got behind you for the rest of the round. It's another 5v4. Modo will trade out. Minio, what does it say? All the M's in connector. Kylar drops, everyone else trades. 4 versus 3, it's in favor of 9, and the follow-up round looking strong as the first.
Yeah, I feel like there, to be honest, Nexus have done exactly what you have to do. They've grouped up, might even get 2, but realistically, it does not matter, especially with the fact that the second round was flawless. And Modo, don't want him to push here. I like this position. He can hold this, and he can fade away. And now this is when Adam S can be put into play.
Put him consistent. We have a lot of inconsistent offers in tier 2. That's the thing he holds over everyone else, and consistent headshot.
And I don't think Minio's realized.
Just slip. Very, very nicely done. Adam S finding a second. Doesn't matter a trade or not at that point. And that advantage is so integral. Sudden. I was going to say the AWP ready and raring to go, just in such a tuck position.
And then the one of Modo on the A bomb site, but the AWP's going to win out the duel. He gets legged, but that's a big kill to get, and even go for the second. The confidence surging their downfall potentially.
That is brilliant. Oh, and a second as well. Trades are equal. In the meantime, the double push from CT. Gotta get a move on Flash, not great. Kylar, not blind. And now it's a 2v3.
Awesome. Just good for the economy. Good to keep it ticking over. Not having to rebuy that AWP. But however, with that smoke that Minio's just dropped towards front toilet, it's actually taken away a lot of information from Modo. So it's forced the rotation over. And at the perfect time, they will hit the bomb site. Quick rotations, however, they are here in earnest. BTN alongside the rifle of Adam S at first. But my God, K. What a nice shot onto the AWP. Doesn't even mean to kill Modo. That literally by accident. However, with that all said and done, it's a one got a kit. As he's going to hear Adam S drop off, Minio playing out in the open in no man's land. An off angle.
Plenty on the T side. Like, people really underestimate how many rounds you need on a T side to win a game. And well, while 7's good, A looks better. By the looks of things, they are more than happy taking it. Modo and BTN get their way back in, finding some kills between them. A bad situation, 3 versus 3, but again, the bomb hasn't made a committal, and the players on site don't have much information other than, well, there's an AWP, and it's just
of 9's trade spacing, and that's another round like it, where they get the first 2 kills, and we get a little bit overexcited, they go for something a little bit more feisty, they do lose a lot of players, which means that Adam S, we've seen him get a 1v, we've seen him almost get a 1v3 before. He's in a great position, to be honest, and he's got the high HG player, he's got the AWPer. Minio, the IGL, who was terrific on Mirage, will continue in that same manner for 9. And I've seen Sperry do some crazy stuff on this map. Obviously, he's not playing for them anymore, but Hayes is going to be doing that the same in a similar fashion. This team, they have Overpass locked down. They understand how to play it well. And right now, in round number 13, they have the man advantage. It will get taken away from them as soon as talk about it. Seeing red, and he wants more.
Doesn't get much for it. It's Modo's AWP that trades out. Key towards Monster. Let's find one through the corner of the wooden panel. The pipe is not for his liking. Flash goes in, or rather a smoke towards heaven. I think BTN turned away from it, expecting it to be a flash.
Wait,
Goofy
what?
finding a double. Raga's Molly somehow finding Kyla. Remoto finds the last. I don't quite know.
It's going to be an unfortunate one. However, ooh, this aggression from Kai. Look at this, just peeks out, but he's all by himself. Not a fan of that entry. Reminds me a lot of someone like Nerds. Not very, I don't call them successful entries. He goes by himself, gets instantly traded out, and doesn't actually have any consideration for the round in itself. And just like
Adam peeking towards connector, drops the bomb carrier. Hades now left alone, 1 versus.
The AWP misses a second shot, and the bomb will get planted, but they're going to hunt him down, and the USP will rail him. The bomb going down, though. You know what? That was really good from us. However, they might just get a 10th here. Ooh, the boost and the lumbered spray. They caught Smek off guard. When does he start shooting? He sees the bomb. He sees 3. That's 1. That's 2. Lets the 3rd go by. And he will die eventually. But again, the damage has been done. And yes, Goofy gets 2. But it's all silver linings in a rain cloud. Nexus 6.
It's
9.
Still, I'd love to have. That is pretty good. Smek starting things off well for the T side of Nexus. That is so smart for 9. Now they know that Adam's up close. Minio's got him covered. Modo will find 1. Smek a second. Hades tapping away with the USP. There's the P250 left. It is winnable. Problem is, time starting to tick away. Finds the first. Modo starts it on the side. Will find the 1v2.
They can make it work. Oh. 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 Oh no. They missed the boost. And then Kyla forgets to shoot at the head.
To be honest,
that's a really silly mistake. No, I understand what you mean, and I know where you're coming from, but we're also scraping the barrel of 2K Elo.
Yeah, oi. Let's not expose the Elo on broadcast. I'm 2000.
As much as I love Face It, I would love to see a system like Overwatch where you have like a top 500 and you have that type of like Valorant play. Like that works. It puts everyone in one system and it works.
Would love that. But, yeah, we'll see. Key, Goofy, all with frags in this one. Spy for Nexus. Expected to go 9's way, and done it. Hook, line, and sinker. Pretty easy stuff. 9 have pulled them into the B trap, and they've just walked right into it. 4 kills, make it 5. It's flawless for 9 as they get onto double, you know, get on a bandwagon or not get on a bandwagon. But yeah, 100%. Nice shot. Okay. There's the AWP of Hades. It's not quite Modo, but basically just trying to hold down the fort. What's going on? Can I find the frag? No, Hades is just quicker.
Yo.
And ultimately, Key coming up connector, finding 2 from behind. Adam S. 1 versus 5.
Baited Nexus in with like, here's a pistol round, here's a second round. We're gonna give you 8. You're gonna be 1 round away.
I don't think there's any denying that there's 9 side out. Intelligent players as well as
you
good
were saying?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Wait.
Just still having chances. I will take one away. Smek should have been a trade a long time ago, and instead the exit. Ragger's looking to hunt him down, and he's in a brilliant position to do so, but still loses the gunfight.
That was the epitome of Minio dying for the greater cause. But oh my god, BTN! Where have you had that in your back flash to just fade them away? And HiGHLiGHTS leading the charge is going to go into BTN's crosshair. He's the next victim. And Kyler, on very low HP, might just... Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Oh. Does K see the boost? Yeah. Oh my god, that's actually so huge. What a way to counter the boost, actually. And inadvertently, he does so nicely. That Molotov, it forces Smek forward. Yes, he gets the first, but it's allowed to play outside of Monster. But an equally good flashbang from the T side. And Modo's very aggressed. HiGHLiGHTS not expect it. Goofy gets the first. He has to multi-frag, but he simply can't quite do it. A player coming from on top, a player coming from the side. He got closed off, but the bomb gets dropped. And Kyler, now up against BTN. He's been spotted out. 7 bullets left in the magazine for Kyler, and he nails the IGL, taking revenge from last round.
The players rotating from A to CT, and so for me, I thought that was like obvious. The play was readable.
Yeah, no, I agree.
To make an argument for them to win this round.
Oh no!
That's incredible. Incredible.
Wait, Smek is not being held for. Whoa, Smek's not being held for, but Smek can only get the first. I think he had to try get HiGHLiGHTS, but HiGHLiGHTS, that's a little bit interesting. I was talking about how sometimes he can get quite crazy, and that's a great example of it. Bomb's going to be planted. It's not going to get denied, but a great nade there. It does force Smek off the bomb, and it allows Goofy to take the duel. Okay.
I think definitely scarier than I'd have thought, but there you have it, right? They're able to take it down, able to move in. And take a 14th. 9 looking good for map 3. I think we were kind of expecting map 3 to be...
The Romanian squad. I'm really interested to see how his team's going to develop, but right now, Goofy, I've seen him farm here before, and he's going to do it once again. On for the ace, BTN from short, 61 HP.
15-9, 1 more to the finish line. HiGHLiGHTS finding Modo. Link up, to be fair, 5 versus 4, not going to be a pretty picture to be painted. Smek getting tagged up, Ragger and Adam S both finding kills in conjunction, but both players left low. The nade should be able to finish the job that he once started. Minio trading out, so BTN towards the B site as well. This gets very, very difficult for Nexus to untangle. Keys found the first, BTN left low. And just a few moments from now, I think we'll be seeing a 3rd and final map. 2v2. Holding the cross is the AWP. Adam has made his way out towards site, but he is going to be compromised. HiGHLiGHTS AWP closes up show 16-9, and 9 will take to ask for. Near future, of course, is going to be the pistol win for the Nexus side. If they can get that one done, it would be a good start. Key finding a double. Not ideal for Nexus. Modo will find one back, so 4 versus 3, and 9 make their way towards the lower side. Want to get a bomb plant, want to get the money rolling, want to get the cash involved, and at least force Nexus into a retake, and Kyler earning that advantage for the T side.
Very good position to be in. Both Modo and Smek are disjointed. Smek's going to get found out. He's going to get eliminated, and Minio will most likely do that.
I think in some senses it can be very overrated as well as underrated. I think it's a very important gun to have. I was going to say, because it has found success onto Kyler, but key to eradicate all of that. Smek in the back of the site now. The lone survivor, HiGHLiGHTS has got him covered. 4th player gone. Wow. It's just the AWP left. And look, as much as it does fight, it's just not going to be looking pretty here. CT side down to 1 and now down to none. HiGHLiGHTS closes up
Nexus is actively uncomfortable on nuke here. This is so dangerous. And yeah, right there, Minio just popped BTN.
Continues his rampage. Terrorizing ramp next. Adam S, the man to fall. Down to 3 already. Nexus are not looking great. A bit rough around the edges. Sure, 9 have got a couple of tag players, but they're in a 5 versus 2. Modo and Smek against it all. And, well, the AWP, yeah, sure, does find 1. 2nd frag. Key trade out. Now Smek, his position compromised. Spam goes through the smoke. He's trying to dodge and weave as best as he can. The AWP drops back, and Key finds him through the smoke anyway. So he's losing his motivation more than others. Like, actually,
shows from their progression, right?
It's incredible to me. Like, honestly, I don't make this comparison lightly because I think a lot of people throw this name around for granted. I am confident right now saying 9 is the new Entropic. I think these guys have earned their place a lot more. I feel like Entropic get a lot of these like playoff invites and what have you. 9 have slogged through so many Swisses. You have a look at some of the tournament. The core change that has made this roster work was that one switch up of the AWP. It was HiGHLiGHTS coming in, but it's never gone a little bit wayward. It's Deagle attempt from BTN. Oh my god, how did HiGHLiGHTS not find that kill?
Wait, pardon?
Trades 1v1.
This is round over. Smek, yep, that's the first round for Nexus. So after we have just been into heaven, and I'm actually not too sure they know he's here. Oh, no, they will definitely now because the AWP shot rings out, and BTN in Garage should be able to deal with him. But my god, swooping down from the heavens, assassinates the AWPer, unsheaths his dagger from his cloak, and 9, they gave a round away, but goddamn, will they not give anything back? My god! I just love you.
I love you too, man.
You know what Nexus don't love right now is... Okay, never mind. Like, how are you losing 6 rounds in a row on the T-side and nuke?
Well, could be even more than that, to be honest with you. There's
well,
still
like 6 rounds in a row, that is, I was saying.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Could definitely be more rounds put up by 9, I should say. The Australis plant denied.
Bomb denied.
Clear out Smek. The Molly certainly will. 20 seconds to go. Player in towards single, a couple towards ramp as well. 9 have got to keep their eyes peeled on what's ahead of them. Goofy finding Raga, Adames finding Kylar. There's the second, 10 seconds left. Or misses the shot. Kigo swinging, 8 seconds. Got to go and push the player. Knows he's in on dog. The swing's out, and Adames will win it out. 1 versus 1. 50 seconds left in this round. Modo swings, good timing, and that's the bomb carrier drops as well. Minio will find Modo, so at least there's some form of trade. Oh, a wallbang.
Wait,
start.
What? Did he just hit?
Yeah, look. Oh, okay, never mind. Key's going to finish the job, but the wallbang, I think, actually has made enough noise. Like, the back lines has crept up Secret. He's ready to go. And Minio first to the chop-in block. There could be a second man that falls to similar fate, but Raga, he's dropped on the site with 18 seconds. The bomb's still outside. HiGHLiGHTS has got to find the man, and he does so, but he watches his teammate fall.
He took his kill.
10 seconds left. HiGHLiGHTS runs towards the lower site. Is there enough time? Absolutely not. He's about a second too late, and he realizes that as well. Nexus
against the offensive.
Got there in the end, fella.
Yeah, it took me a second.
Nicely done by Adames, by the way. Discipline towards outside in a negative way. But the fact that they've already made like a fairly decent recovery, not bad. Or finds another 3 versus 2. Could be down to 1 as well, depending on the next fight that happens towards ramp. But it's Goofy from the backlines that's sideswept. And now it is
down BTN from ramp, and a lobby push. These are really nice reactions from Nexus, and it might just give them the round win. However, Adames dying without anything. BTN has to be the hero for today. 2 might genuinely not be good enough, especially because everyone else around is dying. The rotation's being chopped down 1 by 1, but Smek, he's got ahead of the Molotov. He beat the Molly, and he's not going to see Goofy on the ramp. Wait, what? How does he not see Goofy? But Goofy's not going to have the instincts to turn around, because why would he? And it's back to a 2 versus 2. The only issue is that HiGHLiGHTS is only on that hand cannon. Not quite the cannon he's used to wielding, but he's going to open the door at the perfect time, and he makes it work. Modo, normally an AWPer by nature, an AK in hand, no kit. There is 1 down, and he will pick it up. A 1 versus 2. The door's open, and he finds the first. HiGHLiGHTS on that Deagle. Has to go huge, and he might be huge because of his
time. So, yeah, really, really nicely done. And moving into the next, Minio tries to go for a silo drop and get a little bit
early on for Nexus. 3 more rounds left in this half, and that's a really good round from the double AWPs. Well, I was speaking about the ability on the double AWPs from Mirage and the pregame, and we've seen it quite a lot on Mirage.
Specifically, and the context, Fred. Like, as much as I want to say, well, 9 could be doing better, 8 rounds on T-side nuke is more than
phenomenal
for 99% of the teams, right? Like, Modo, yeah, sure, nice double. Oh, okay. Time to get excited a little bit here.
Very happy with 8. I do like this play, however, from the CT side. It's going to be, I like to call it the hunter strategy. You're sending the AWP and rifle towards ramp. The only issue is that kind of being directly countered with this APOB. It means they are in a fast rotation, but the rotation just is nullified. 2 quick kills there for the price. Rag is just going to have to go nuclear right now. He needs to lay waste to the T side. and it's going to be Goofy to lay waste to him. BTN, they know where he is because of the flashbang, and that's 9 for 9. So I'm going to say, like, they're going to need to win the pistol round and then the first gun round. Like, that's what I'm putting it up to. And it's not looking like they're even going to win the pistol round. They're going to go towards ramp. They will finally claw one back, but I think that's an event, and Kyler isn't even going to be spotted. He gets one, gets the second. Damage done. Modo, oh my god, wow, just jumps mid-air, leaping through the sky. You've most rightfully said, has to be a win. Like, fundamentally, they have to win this round. There's no two ways about it, and that's a really good start from BTM, but he will only be good for that first. Hades with a FAMAS at range. You know what? FAMAS is not normally the most loved gun. I think people quite detriment it quite a lot, but he's going to make it work beautifully with 4. How's that happen? How's he just killed everyone in front of him?
Yeah, should know as well. Now they do. Minio swings. Delivers.
Actually, you know what? Fair play to him. He makes it work, and you got to give him you got to give him credits for that. Minio, that nade almost did loads of damage, but he throws it. Well, he doesn't throw it, rather. A second, some protection. But this round is actually looking pretty difficult, especially with BTN getting that extra kill. Kyler's basically
they can use as evidence that it's doable. Nice shot from Key, gonna take down the orb. Okay, Goofy, another. What's just happened? All that suspect finds the first, finds the second. And that is the
try take some control and put pressure on the city side, but Minio, this aggression, it's perfect. He gets the first kill. Can he fade away? Yes, the weaponry and the utility. Now it's theoretically even, and that 5-7 needs to be careful because he will get away with his life. In the meantime, though, Hades gets a tag off on Modo, but he will lose his life in regards. K alongside the SMG puts it back into a 2 versus 2. This is looking very expensive and even more dangerous because the bomb's been dropped, and BTM, the IGL, he closed out Mirage with a 1 versus 2. He's now going to have to keep Nexus in this game with a 1 versus 2, and Goofy with a timing shot through the smoke. Doesn't even
be the problem for the CT side of 9 is just too strong for the Nexus boys to hold on with. Orp finding openers, cannot deliver. Smoke eventually found by Key, does a little bit of damage and actually flanks out. Ragger's got main, so not a bad performance here. CT side still got work to be done. Goofy fighting 1 M4. Kylar, messy spray hits the second. A dink body shot's enough. Modo.
The fact he didn't get the kill either. Damage just isn't simply enough in this scenario, and he will try and go for an aggressive play against
round of the game. Nexus. Oh, catching lead. Kylar opens things up. The scorecard's giving 9 the advantage. 5 versus 4. CT just doing everything they can. Key with another. Modo at least trading out, so it's a 4 versus 3. And this isn't looking pretty, is it? It's a 4v2. Now down to 1. Modo against it all. Everything to do. Finds the first. Hades will trade 16-9. And 9 will make it to a quarterfinals. Given a